So this was the question I was gonna ask you then. So let's just say, 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 years down the line, is it possible that they could pay Hugh Jackman enough to come back as old man Logan?
I don't want to. I don't want to. Man,
Donovan?
when I saw I have to say this. When I saw that in the theaters,
Yes, sir.
I almost cried when she put that cross over his grave.
Oh damn, man!
And then the movie ended there. I clapped. I clapped because an actor had the balls to go out with integrity over money.
Oh man.
And the only way I would have accepted if Hugh Jackman came back for a quick cameo would have been Endgame when they had everybody show up. That's the only way. And that didn't happen. So I want that memory to stay the way it is, no matter what.
I mean, that's what we want, but my brother, that wasn't the question.
All right. Hey, I'm just saying. I think if they gave him enough money, yeah, he would possibly come back.
Donovan,
would I want him to now?
Is it possible, Donovan?
I mean, with Disney, because it had to be Disney. Yeah. Disney has to put up the money. I don't foresee it happening simply because they gotta do X-Men from scratch. It's not Sony doing Spider-Man. They gotta do X-Men from scratch. So they gotta worry about putting the new Wolverine over and having the old one come back for a cameo is not gonna help. So
I agree. I agree with that.
I don't see that happening. I don't really see a multiverse aspect to the X-Men. Even if you want to go back to Spider-Man in the 90s, the cartoon did Spider-Verse in the last season with Spider Carnage.
That shit was fire.
It's like a 6-parter. I saw like 2 episodes the other night, man, just reminiscing, dude, on Disney Plus.
That shit was fire, dog.
That shit was dope. I don't see X-Men in a lot of multiverse. I see them in alternate realities, not a lot of multiverse type shit. I don't think Hugh Jackman comes back as a cameo. I don't think even if Ryan Reynolds can't do it now, it's never gonna happen. So that's my thoughts on it.
Right. And not only that, but like Wolverine won't even be in that first X-Men movie. He won't even be in that first movie. We're not gonna see post credits.
He's gonna get a solo movie first before he joins. Yep, I agree.
Oh,
you think so?
I hope not.
I think they're gonna build it to get him have a solo. Just like I think they're gonna take a solo, just like they did with Cap and Avengers. I think he'll have a solo joint before he joins X-Men.
I think he'll get big scenes in the movie, but I don't think he'll have a solo movie. But I also wouldn't be surprised if they gave him a solo movie. Maybe what they'll do is they'll do like a few members will get solo movies, and then they'll have a small team up, or they'll give a bunch of them parts. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, nah, because I'll be real with y'all, bro. Like that's not the X-Men. Then that's just the Avengers again.
That's true.
That's not the X-Men. Like we can't. Like, and if you thing is, man, it's always like Hugh Jackman elevated that entire. We in B-roll territory now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you want to just conclude the reviews. 9 out of 10. Spider-Man No Way Home. 9 out of 10. Go get your ticket. Go see it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Shit's almost a new age classic. All right, we're good.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Hey, no. I like when you go on your tangents. Go
ahead, man.
Shit. So all I was saying is like with X-Men, I think it has to be all or nothing. We can't move into the new house and instantly give Wolverine the master bedroom by himself. Like we can't do that. Not when we got Magneto and Professor Xavier and Storm and Cyclops, and like I think Wolverine gets a post-credit scene. Bro, let's just let me fantasy book this real quick.
All right.
So we get the X-Men movie. It happens. Post-credit scene is Wolverine coming out of the machine. He's gonna be the bad guy in X-Men 2. He'll be the bad guy.
Okay.
He will be the bad guy in X-Men 2, kind of the same way he started out as the bad guy in
For the Hulk.
Ultimate X-Men.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that.
Kind of the same way he was the bad guy there, just to kind of give a little bit of a twist and give him that edge. Charles tames him, and then that's when we kind of get into building the formation of the team. Like, whenever we get that first X-Men movie, keep Wolverine out of it until that post-credit scene. The first villain in the Disney X-Men movies, if they don't do this in Deadpool 3, will be Mr. Sinister.
The first?
Yep. Because
Oh man.
because he's the only X-Men villain that we still haven't seen in a live action movie. And it would play into some of the things that are going on currently. You have a mutant who's experimenting and augmenting other mutants. You know what I'm saying? Mutation is a naturally occurring state. It's not meant to be experimented with, and you have a guy who's doing that. Mr. Sinister will be the first villain in a Disney X-Men movie if he's not the villain in Deadpool 3.
All right. Okay. Fair enough, man. Shit.
I'm calling that right now, dog. I'm calling that's my shot right there because we haven't seen him. He's the only one we haven't seen. They pulled him out of Logan. They pulled him out of New Mutants. All of that. Mr. Sinister is in development right now, dog. And I don't know. Do you think he's gonna be the villain in Deadpool? Is it possible?
I mean, I think not anything's possible. I think it is possible he can be in Deadpool 3. Just depends on what Disney's like. Yeah, if there's even a hint that we might use a character, I think they're gonna give Ryan Reynolds his own toys to play with, his own exclusive toys within the bag to play with for Deadpool 3 that they won't touch again for the most part. I don't know, man, but I just dude, X-Men. Fantastic Four they announced was the first ones up they wanted.
Uh-huh.
And the director for No Way Home and all the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies is moving on to Fantastic Four.
Oh,
I am not excited.
Jack, I got a question to ask you now.
Yes, sir.
Who you think is going to play Wolverine if and when they decide to do it?
Bro, I don't know, man. There's so many different ways that they could go about doing that. It'll probably be somebody out of left field, man. Like, I don't even know off the top of my head, I don't know who could replace Hugh Jackman. I don't know who could do it, man.
My pick would be the guy who played Billy the Butcher in The Boys.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
He's just that age, man. He's
he's
up
too
there
tall.
with Hugh. He's up there with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that would have been good. Like, and don't get me wrong.
He's the one I could think of right now.
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's just like that time has kind of passed for him to take that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He did his thing in Dread too, man. Did y'all see Dread?
Yeah. He did play in Dread.
He was in his bag in Dread, but I don't honestly, bro. Like, I don't know who could replace Hugh Jackman. I don't see Disney even like the next guy that plays Wolverine will not be 6'3".
They gotta go for a different look. Yeah, I agree. They gotta go for a different vision. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree.
He won't physically won't even like resemble Hugh Jackman. You know what I'm saying? Hugh Jackman like made Wolverine. Oh man. I don't know.
I know, man. I know what you're feeling.
I don't. I really.
It
don't
only sounds
know.
blasphemous a little bit.
It does. Like,
yeah.
Because for me, I don't even know who could be Professor Xavier. Like, I don't know who could be Magneto. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I couldn't either. Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's gonna be a hard cast, man. I think that's why they spacing that shit so much out, so we can kind of not detox, but just to have that X-Men out of our systems a bit, so we're more open-minded to whoever they cast. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna just hit us hard. They're gonna and they want us to get hungry for it too. So I think it's a good move. They're gonna do animation X-Men. Was it X-Men 92, 90, 96, the new
97,
series?
97.
And that's
97.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
You know, the internet is gonna hate that show too. By the way, the
Yeah, because
internet is gonna hate it.
the
I mean,
X-Men is woke. X-Men is woke.
I
Yeah,
have no doubt that it's going to be at least decent. I just feel like dipping back into the well. Ugh.
Well,
yeah.
so this is, oh man, I got to play devil's advocate for a second here,
Uh-oh.
right? So I think that if you're an X-Men fan, I think what we're gonna have to understand that X-Men was always meant to represent the fact that people are different, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the subject matter and the way some of the characters are going to be presented on that show are going to be reflective of the modern age that we live in.
Okay,
The,
I see
the,
what you mean.
the choice that we have is either we enjoy it or we just continue to enjoy what we got back in the day.
It's true. Yeah, one of the two.
I can't be too mad about it either way because it's X-Men, bro. Like, it's fucking X-Men. What is a
Right.
mutant? A mutant is a human being that is different from other human beings. That's all I got to say about that. The internet is gonna hate X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Hate
Yeah.
X-Men 97, bro.
I got a question for you, D. Smith. I got a question for you.
Yo.
All right. Still X-Men related. So the first X-Men movie, we got Charles Xavier. Are they gonna keep with the original cast of the X-Men, the first team? Iceman, Angel, Beast, Cyclops, Jean, and if they do, are they all gonna be white?
Oh, I wouldn't go with the original cast, but exactly, I would keep Iceman. I would make him white, but he would still. I would make him gay, still like he was supposedly. Beast, I would keep. I don't think Angel's going to be a part of the team.
Okay.
I do think Cyclops will be on the team and Jean will be on the team. Now,
so Angel's out of there.
Yeah. Now, what I really think they should do is take the original X-Men and then do giant size X-Men. Mix some of them in there, like Colossus and Storm, and then tease Wolverine at the end. So
damn.
That's what I would do a little goulash of the best of both worlds.
Oh man. Okay. I wouldn't. I know, man. I would honestly. I wouldn't even give you Storm at first. I'd make you earn it a little bit. I'd tease Storm.
I would like that, and in fact, showing him going to Africa to go get her, or even
Yeah.
like teasing that he no, I got it now. Have him go to Africa to get her, and then have some other teammates go to get Wolverine.
Oh shit! That's your mid and post credit scene right there. That's it.
Okay. The Shadow King?
No, the mid and post credit scene. Mid would be going to Africa, getting Storm, and then the post would be Wolverine.
Well, yeah. Does Professor Xavier have to fight the Shadow King in X-Men 2?
Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Man. Hey, you know what we haven't mentioned, bro, which is kind of funny, man. Like
Mojo.
Man, Mojo would be a perfect villain for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, he would be. Hey,
who's that? I'm not familiar with that character.
Oh man, you go ahead, D.
Oh shit, dude. He's pretty much a wacky ass alien like villain who runs like television.
Like
that's not the one that's shaped like a potato, is it? That green guy that's shaped like a potato.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But hold on. But what Mojo does, Mojo like snatches up mutants and makes them compete in the fucking Hunger Games, bro.
Oh. Kind of like that one guy on that Teen Titans episode that had all the kids compete against each other.
Right, but like that's Mojo. You know what I'm saying? Mojo is a TV show host for his world or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having Deadpool breaking the fourth wall in a movie where he's competing on a TV show. Like the jokes kind of write themselves there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, bro. Like we cooking up some heat right now, man. Like I didn't even know it always comes back to X-Men.
Always comes back to X-Men, bro.
Started with X-Men, but nah, bro. Like the Brotherhood, all of that shit there. I mean, Magneto has to make a turn in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Dog. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I just like for me, I just keep thinking about First Class, man. Like
it's up there, top 10 best superhero movies of all time.
I just keep thinking about First Class and how that was supposed to be everything that we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you keep Magneto's origin?
Yes.
Or you update it?
No, I think you keep it.
You keep it?
Yes.
If you're going,
that's very important to the character.
If you keep it and it's the year 2030.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, see, you're right. Because by that point, you know, some of the events that shaped the origin of that character almost happened a century ago by that point.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you do that character and pay the origin of that character the proper respect? There's a lot that's going on there, bro. There's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot of people off, which y'all mentioned was just having which originally was an allegory for the civil rights movement. That's the only other way I see going, but I don't think they'll do that.
I don't think they'll do it either because I think oh man.
Slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope, bro.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be too political in what I'm gonna say, but I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say I agree with Donovan. Like I think there's a little bit too much room between there's too much room for holes to get poked in if we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the allegory is better than just. I mean, sometimes subtlety is better, and
yeah,
true. There are too many people who are bothered by too many things to make Magneto a radicalized black man coming up in the 1960s. Like there are too many people. You know what I'm saying? That would feel a certain type of way about that in the way of representation, where I don't think that'll ever happen. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we would get the real brotherhood of mutants. Yeah. No longer evil. No longer evil. Brotherhood of mutants.
Nah, we not. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. Like Disney would.
I don't think that.
No.
Disney would need some fucking balls to try to pull that off. But